Hey, this is Prometheus giving you another full game breakdown. I made my first change for my online games, and I'm actually going with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think that Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to be a fairly popular team that's going to be picked next year. There's going to be a lot of people picking the Buccaneers, primarily because you're going to have Revis Island. You're also going to have Golston. Defense looks much better. The offense should be better. So it's going to be a pretty highly well-picked team. Yesterday, the New England Patriots picked up Tim Tebow. I just want to get your thoughts on that. What do you think about Tim Tebow going to the Patriots? My thought is that if there was any NFL team, the Patriots are the only team that would know how to do something with them and utilize them, a.k.a. Danny Woodhead. You know, Danny Woodhead was a player that probably would never make a roster and have an impact, but the Patriots picked him up, and sure enough, they put him in the game, and then all of a sudden he's doing some lights out stuff. So, all right, so my opponent comes out in 4 wide right from the very beginning, and let's just go ahead and wow, got that off. Had all the time in the world. All right, so he probably thinks I'm gonna use a lot of Fag D, and that's not necessarily gonna be the case. And he doesn't go in a hurry up offense. That's surprising. All right, so we're going to go with a zone outside blitz. And I'll do just standard cover 3. Good read. Great read. Quick outside pass like that, that's very good. All right, so he's passed primarily to his left side a couple times. He ran what looked like a draw. And he gets off with Drew's pass. The coverage wasn't there. Very patient. All right, so he just waited in the pocket, waited. He auto-directed. So let's do an edge blitz. Good blocking. Did a little draw. My guy didn't get off on that. All right, so that was a pretty good drive. He actually had that one big pass play. So, you know, that's all right. It's not like he really showed me a lot. but what did we learn? He's a very patient player. He'll sit there and he'll wait. So let's go ahead and see what happens with these Buccaneers. What kind of a team is this? Didn't use a lot of hurry-up offense, so that's pretty amazing by him. Always come out on an onside kick and then audible out of it. You're not really going to take many kickoffs to the house. You know, you can expect that once every like 20 or 30 games. So I would rather protect an onside kick or a split kick opposed to really being concerned about getting a kickoff return. They're all nice and fine and dandy, but you can't really expect it. All right, so what do we know about the Saints defense? Saints defense is not exactly the most stellar defense. Probably can go just the standard run play. And I like to get my opponent thinking I'm going to run right away. So he's coming in cover two, all right, so his guys are not going to shed blocks. My guys are going to block left and right for me. So that gives me a lot of flexibility on what I want to do. And I'll take Vincent Jackson and put him on the other side. And let's just do Paulo. So he backs off his suspenders, maybe some kind of a cover 4. And he takes control of the safety, so how can we expose that? And he took over coverage. So that's kind of a mix-up there that I'm not used to seeing. It looked like he covered the tight end, and ironically I threw to the tight end, so not a very smart play on my behalf. So stick a nod. And hit him with an out. So he dropped, looks like he dropped the lineman back into a flat coverage on that. So we'll have to remember that. All right, so you might have saw the tutorial earlier. He's going with a lot of fag Ds, so we're going to hit him up with a draw. Because he's just dropping his guys back in the coverage. And now's the easy way to pick up 5 errors. Going to do the play action comeback slide. Alright, so that's the first quarter in the books. I definitely slowed down the tempo. He doesn't run. So we're going to do play action slide. Let's see what kind of coverage he falls back into. And I lost those yards because of the lag. That's alright, I got to play. I'm going to pick that stuff right back up. And usually on a short yardage play like this, I'll just do a fullback dive up the middle. And with the blocking of that team, you can get away with stuff like that. You're really good at. All right, so Jonathan Vilma's out. It's like he got suspended or something. Do the corner. See how he racks that. I've been running primarily to the left side. Oh, what happened? And that's Vincent Jackson being Vincent Jackson. I shouldn't have thrown that ball. Their defender was coming back that way. Oh, you didn't catch that in bounds? That's surprising. And I threw right into the coverage. I tried to get it right over his head. That was just a bad play. I tested his user and I lost. All right. But it is getting kind of laggy here. So what he shows me right now is that he is primarily a fag defense player because he incorporates a lot of draws in his offense. And that was a good play. And he's willing to draw it up every single play here, so. Good play. Good play. You definitely saw the coverages. You got to it. I wasn't able to get the blitz out there quick enough, primarily because I don't really know the team that well. But it was a good play. So I've got 2 minutes and 42 seconds to get some points on the board, and then hopefully I can come back into the second half and be able to tie this up and maybe get him to make a mistake. But this guy's played a really, really smart player so far. But all right, that's good. It's going to give me an opportunity to chew up some clock. Take that down to a 2-minute warning. Didn't get that play off enough. I've got a lag in play calling. It's just not going quick as I want it to. But he likes to control the middle of the field, and he is shading off to the left side, the side that I like to throw to. So he's a pretty smart player. So I might be able to hit him on the right side, but he likes to control that safety. So I got to make sure I make him, I penalize him if he decides not to protect that side of the center of the field. All right, so I'm going to chew the clock down a lot. I'm not going to give him a chance to score. He's got Drew Brees. He's got lights out wide receivers. I'll set up for 3 points. I like to get 7, but I don't want to give him the ball back. There you go. Thanks for the timeout. There you go. I was able to chew up some time on the clock just by doing a hurry-up offense and taking away his options. All right, so he did a good job with his clock management, but it'll be all for naught if he doesn't stop me right here. Okay, great job. Oh, God. Wow, great play. Quitting. You can pick up a big play. Quitting. What did we learn? He learns he's pretty predictable. He knows about a whip route in the end zone. Still, not a big deal. Smart guy, maybe brought him out. This guy's a smart player. But with 19 stops, I can get at least in 50. or then some. So he made a wrong cut on the tackle, exposing up the middle because he's taking away those deep outs. And I was able to take Martin up the middle for a quick score. It's very difficult to house. And able to pick it up. Now he gave me a short field, and that's not necessarily a smart thing to do when you're up by 2 scores, but maybe he doesn't have any confidence that he's going to stop my offense. He's gotten lucky on a couple of plays. I'll be running primarily power O on the backside. And able to pick up some yards with Freeman and running. Wow. By Freeman, we should have been wide open. Looks like he just went with man coverage on that one. That's why Freeman was open. All right, not Freeman. Vincent Jacket was open. Wow, and his safety came down to that. I just got it off. His safety just gets whatever. I just got caught up on the Infinity engine on that one. And I'm going to go for it. He seems to be the type of player that he's going to go for it if the game's on the line. And I was able to get it. Got him in a zone coverage, be able to outside pass lead Clark. So that kind of hurt him a little bit. He's probably a little bit frustrated with that. This guy's played the game for quite a long time. It looks like he's got some of the cheese things going on with timing kickoffs and everything like that. So let's decline it. We're going to take it. That turnover really is hurting me right now. But that's all right. I'm going to give him an opportunity to make some mistakes. So we're just going to do a normal kickoff. And he doesn't even risk it. This guy's a very smart player. I really hand it to him. He's a smart player. And he shows that he's willing to take a shot down the field, so he's making me think about that. Play call. Definitely good play call. So I was in cover 2, and I wasn't able to audible into man-up coverage underneath the guys. So it looks like he knows how to expose that. And, you know, it wasn't necessarily a play that I'd like to run. But I'm not going to take anything away from this guy. This guy's a very good player. And I got the break I needed. Fumbles are tough. I think some guys believe that they deserve them or they work for them. I just think it's all freaking luck. Wow, you know, it's funny. It's like he knows where he reads my first read, which bothers me because that play I wanted to go backside to begin with. Oh, you got to catch that. All right, so I got a break here. I'm going to go for it. Open play call. And that was just as good a punch. So that's all right. Had my opportunity. Had a drop pass by Williams, and you know I should have outside pass lead on that route, but what can you say? It's not. It is what it is. So he's just going to keep drawing me up. And I got a break on that. But I got couldn't handle the head cheat. That's probably because I yelled up my guys. And I got him. All right, so there you go. If I take this ball down to the end zone, I'm going to go for 2 points because this guy's a really smart player. At 50 yards with D. Martin, I'm really not throwing that much with him. And he hasn't seen any kind of a pass out of this set, or any kind of a draw, so I'm going to do a draw. And that was a big surprise to him. He probably does not like the tempo of this play right now. And we're going to take this down to the 2-minute warning. Wow, his defense just not play smart against the run. They just kind of watch things happening. So he'd be silly to use a timeout right here. I'm going to make this a one possession game, and this is it right now. Thinking, okay, touchdown. He played good. That was just a bad pass by Freeman, because I passed down to the outside. Now he's just kind of stupid. That was just stupid. Really. Blowout guy. I'm letting you know you're going on the internet and show your douchey moves at the end of the game. A well played game. Didn't like dominate me. You played good. You got a couple breaks that went your way, but you didn't dominate me. Don't think you're a good player. As a play, didn't hit at all. Well, I tried to, but he read it. No. Reset. That corner is just all over him, man. I couldn't get any inside pass leads with him. Both is this Joker. 14. No wonder. Feels like he's trying to accomplish something. Now make sure I let him play. If you get ordered and these douchebags play at the very end. Oh, take a loss, a close game, heading out. Looks like, Tampa Bay's got a pretty good